Oh my god, people are really excited about Shadowrun. Okay, well, Shadowrun is, in a nutshell, kind of crunchy cyberpunk system set in the 2050s after the Awakening, which was a big sort of magical explosion all over the planet where people just sort of started changing into dwarves and elves and things of that nature. And eventually also there were trolls and orcs added to the mix as well. Our scene is going to be set in Chicago, and my Chicago that I use for my Shadowrun games is very racist. So, like, there's these humans, and most of them are involved in the corporation known as Genesis Tech, and they are very much against any kind of metahuman activity. They would like to see the metahumans purged. So there's a lot of tension going on with that. Two of our players today are metahumans, and then we have one elf and one dwarf, and then a couple of other humans who have sort of metahuman ties or metahuman friends.
That's so fitting.
Basically, it's a lot of like shooting and magic and computers and tech and the Matrix. So, I mean, what more can you really want out of a game?
Wait,
we like it.
Victor's an elf?
Yep.
Victor is an elf, yeah.
How did that happen?
What am I?
An
You
asshole.
are human shaman girl.
All right, I'm a human.
You're a cat shaman named Kit.
Oh, okay. Let's
A
see,
shaman.
Let's
Yes.
see what's up with Kit, shall we? What the hell am I?
Do it.
Okay, we gotta
See what's up with.
I have
Kit.
4 bodies, and I have 4 bodies and 5 charismas. Okay, I'm very strong of will.
Okay.
All right, which is good because we just lost Will. Will ran off to his own channel to stream, so I have much of his power residually remaining from having played.
You'll
2 games.
especially want to look at your magic section there, Squeegee.
Sorcery spellcasting. All right, let's see what spells I have. I warned you I don't know any of these rules, so we're just gonna. Those aren't my
That's okay.
spells.
There's a tab that says magic.
Is there?
That's what you're gonna.
I have sleep.
Essentially,
shit,
okay.
it's
Today
tab.
is
I
gonna
see
be
I see it. Okay.
Shadowrun 01. You like that? I should have
I
marked.
see what you did there, yeah.
Allow me to crumple this paper over you so
Who
I
is
can
eating
hide how
chips?
awesome you are. Well, I'm masking how awesome you are so I don't look less awesome by comparison. So this is gonna be Shadowrun 01. And see, now I've taken it for myself. Now it's my awesome. Right. See how that works?
Yep, there you go. You have the awesome. It's your
I am-
day,
I am
Squeegee.
pretty- it's
Happy
my day.
birthday.
Happy birthday to me!
It's your day. Yay.
Okay, so I have okay, so I punch, I touch people. Okay, and they become invisible. That's not what I was hoping would happen at the end of that touch. That's not the typical, you know, when you touch somebody, it's like poof. That's not normal, Sarah.
Nope.
Like
That's okay. It's Shadowrun. Nothing is normal.
Nothing is normal. Okay, so stimulates the sensory centers of the target's brain.
Oh my.
Is that overstimulation?
That is the name of one of your spells. Yes, it is.
Wait,
Use it
is this
how you see
is this
fit.
what you were talking about with your other group?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right. This spell stimulates the sensory centers of the target's brain. As long as the spell lasts, the subject suffers penalties to all actions, as if a number of boxes equal to the cast successes were filled on the target's stun condition monitor. The penalties do not reflect actual damage, but only represent the spell's effects, i.e., the spell goes away, the stun goes away. If the shaman rolls 10 or more successes, the victim will be conscious, but incapable of action.
Thank you, Cortana.
That is actually only hot.
Dude, you wear boobs for a bit, you get really good at that. All right.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that you've actually got your nipples aligned properly as well.
Oh, that was a donation. The Nertheon has spoken. Pikachu donated 36.5, and their command is Mother Scrubbing Day 365 celebration. Damn you! Somebody please work out with Pukajutsu what the automatic crits and botches are going to be, provided Sarah's okay with that happening at her table.
Sure, why not?
All right.
It's 7 again.
Why not?
All right, so
Bill's helping. Thank
I'm
you,
going
Bill.
to trust in Sarah to tell me what I should do because I don't fucking trust a word that comes out of Bill's mouth.
Perfect.
So
Good call.
I will simply wait until you present me a target that I can cast the spell on, and then I will cast the spell, and we'll call it a success. I mean the game,
Sounds
not the
like
roll. Just you know,
plan.
obviously there's gonna be some dice before we determine the spell is a success, but we'll call the game a success because an attempted overstimulation has occurred. And so, All right, so I'm gonna flash the TGN logo for the editors like I failed to do the entire time we were in Dongonia. I'll need a moment of silence from the cast here. All right, that is not at all the map.
Not so much better we are at keeping silent than other groups.
Welcome, I know, aren't you? Welcome to twitch.tv/EvilSqueegee. Today we are having a celebratory 365 Nerdathon stream. This is day number 365. When I clicked this button today, it was day 365 of consecutively streaming in a row. Every single day, no take-backsies, alright? And what happened was I was like, I wonder what I should do. And I asked the scrubs, you know, my followers, the scrubs, what should I do? And they were like, you should dress up like a slut! And so I did. And that's basically how that went down. And,
Worth it.
hashtag worth. This is, there we go. Can I have this one? Can this be this window, please? Yeah!
No.
Alright, this also needs to be us. And so, so today, there's a couple of things I want you guys to know as we get this game going. This is game 3. Sarah P, that's me, is over in that direction. She's our GM for the day. And, is there a special name for them in Shadowrun?
For the Shadowrun?
Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so Mr. Johnson today will be played by
You
you can play my Mr. Johnson any day, Sarah.
Here we go.
And so here's what you need to know, alright? Throughout the stream, if you think something hilarious, amazing, or otherwise applause-worthy happens, you, the audience, have the responsibility. It is a deep and powerful responsibility that you hold to shout, BEAT! In all caps, alright? And it is up to Sarah P, that's me, who holds the very heavy responsibility of making certain that I don't overstimulate everything within sight, to award us with some sort of benefit whenever a significant number of beats are called in chat. In addition to that, as the mods are attempting to get out of Pukajutsu the unnatural dice purchases he would like to make, we'll just say, again, we'll just give him unnatural dice tokens. That's today's celebration right now. All dice can be purchased, unnatural dice. You can hold on to them for as long as you'd like and use them in any game stream you would like, so long as the GM is running with that. So as far as that's settled, you can also check out our donation rewards over at Hypemark Support for specific information about what can be purchased. And you want to, because everybody wants to see Zangmak die today. Like, everybody.
Yes.
It's already happened once, man.
I know, right? I ate you. You were delicious.
I believe that Joe was actually in control of Shia LaBeouf at that point.
Oh, was he?
So you missed out.
So if you're just tuning in and you've missed our previous games, don't worry, they'll be up on YouTube, and you can do something productive with your life and watch them when those go up there. And oh god, Pukajutsu has decided that all 7 of his crits go straight to EvilSqueegee. All right. I like where this is going.
So many overstimulations.
So there's gonna be some overstimulating going around today. I'll tell you what. Okay, so there's the beats, there's the donation rewards. You can also catch us on Discord. You can watch us on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter. You can. But I warn you. If I catch any of you touching the dial, she right there. Wrong Viking. The right Viking. That Viking right there, will have its way with you. All right. With a duct tape headset and everything. It'll be your duct tape headset after he's done with you, you know what I mean? Alright? That's the official rule of the day right now. And Sarah P, that's me. If you want to introduce yourself.
Absolutely. I am Sarah P, that's me. I am one of the masters of thing doing for the nerd community. I run the blog for nerd-community.com, critical to your gaming experience. You can find me on Twitter at Sarah P, that's me, and also on our Discord server at discord.me/nerdherd. Just hanging out, talking RPG stuff. I run some campaigns. I play in the Nerd Only Inn. It's kind of fun. I also play in Judas Steer on Fridays. I play Sam, the U.S. Marshal. So today's gonna be a blast. This is actually my my debut as a GM on stream, and I'm fucking nervous. So we're gonna have a ton of fun.
It's gonna be fucking awesome. All right. Basic information. Do I have any background information, or am I here to invent that myself?
Which one of us is nervous, by the way? Or is Mr. P gonna be upset?
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pretend I followed that.
I said she's fucking nervous, and Capio was like, okay, who's nervous? Yeah.
Obviously, this one is nervous, and this one is relieved.
Just depends on which one he's tweaking at the time.
Yep.
Do you have tassels for those?
Who's next?
You know what? Zangmac's running his fat mouth. Why doesn't he introduce himself? Who the hell are you, Zangmac?
I'm Zangmac, or Zang of the Wang, or various incarnations of that name, plus other things. I usually hang out on Discord and dabble in the inn with everyone else, except Squeegee, because he's just rude like that. I also do Break Mountain with Squeegee once, and every once in a while, where we do map stuff. And I think that's about it. You can get me on Twitter at prickly_John if needs be.
All right, and Victor?
Well, basically the same as Sang. I hang out in Discord. Otherwise, I'm in Sweden, so there you will find me.
Minecraft as well.
Yeah, Minecraft
we do Minecraft things.
Oh yeah, we do Minecraft for the
Minecraft.
if you are one of the lucky sons of bitches who subscribes, link underneath on the channel there, at tier 3 or higher, you have access to the Minecraft server. And you can hang out with, I don't know why the hell you would... Why am I selling this as a good thing? Like, come hang out with...
Yeah,
like, how is that a good idea? Like, way to... Like, I'm never making any money in my life again. Wait, you just starved me to death, Zangmac. Way to go.
I just burn and pillage everything I see, so...
Just like...
Well, he's fun in the end.
Alright, and Carpe Diem.
I am that thing you just said. You can find me on Twitter at the Carpe Diem. You can find me on Twitch nowadays at the Carpe Diem. Well, twitch.tv/the Carpe Diem, where I run one-shots for the inn, which we play on Discord, and also other one-shots from Avalor. We will actually be battling the evil Lich Ilfrin this Saturday evening after Hellmouth. Ooh.
It's a big week for me, guys. It's a big week. This is just the beginning of a very big week. So
this is the week she will die.
No pressure, Sarah.
And you'll probably find me in about
all.
3 hours trading places with Sarah.
Yep. Playing a little D&D after this, so.
And don't worry, I won't force any of you to eat poop this time.
We appreciate that.
Hey, I don't want to hear it from any of you. I had to sleep in poop. All right.
That'll be fun.
God,
I have yet to be involved in a poop dungeon, so I am hoping to escape that today.
I like the threatening side going, oh, that'll change.
I will be the only one who's never been in a poop dungeon, but I was in an explosion of cheese, so I'm quite happy.
It's basically the same thing.
I don't even want to know. Oh, man. All right.
It was hot and sticky.
Shall we play?
We shall play. Sarah P, take it away.
Let us play. All right. So, all of you are runners of the shadows, which means in this world, you're in Chicago, and you make your living doing odd jobs for possibly a little bit of shady, maybe not so legit operations. I was mentioning before the stream that in Chicago today, there is a major corporation called Genesis Tech, and they basically control almost all of Chicago. In my particular Chicago that I run, we have the major Chicagoland area. There is the parts controlled by Genesis Tech, and I don't have the map, and it's not important, but there's a river that surrounds Millennium Village, and Genesis Tech really has really significant holdings in there, where runs are done typically by the metahuman activists in the area, who are there supporting the existence of the dwarves, elves, trolls, and orcs that have materialized in the early 2020s. The outside the river, there's more of a kind of a shady area of town. It's a little bit rougher, lots of metas hanging out there. There's mafia presence, gang presence, things like that. For you guys, each of you in your character's backstory has something to do with the metahumans. Either you are a metahuman, I think Zhang's playing a dwarf, and Victor's playing an elf, actually. So either you are a metahuman, or you have ties to metahumans in your family history, things of that nature. So, that said, you are all called to an abandoned movie theater, which has been turned into a base for the metahuman activists, by a woman named Sheila. And Sheila is going to be our Mr. Johnson for the day. And she calls you all to have a little meeting about a run that she needs done.
Question.
Yes?
Question.
Yes, question.
On the audience's behalf, what is a Mr. Johnson?
Mr. Johnson is a person who maybe would not like their name completely revealed because they are one of those people who needs those jobs done that are of a bit shady nature.
They're one of the people with the exclamation points over their heads. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, okay,
They've got
I
a
got
little light, a glowy light, so you know who they are. So you can
Yep.
go and say,
Yep.
"Hey, I see you have a job because you have a glowy halo."
Oh,
Question
another
first.
donation. The Nerd the Unspoken Tech. Yumi donated $36.5 and said, scroll past so fast. You guys are so talkative right now. I didn't get a chance to say it during our game, but congratulations on reaching 365. I couldn't be prouder for working for you and hope to be around long. Oh, well, you can work for me. All right. Added 365, and that is 1 crit to everyone on screen and 2 botches to Carpe.
That was well played.
Aww.
Can't
I don't need your
wreck
Thank you, Yumi.
Carpe.
She's shitting on your day, Carpe. There's your poop dungeon right there.
Someone's got to put him through a poop dungeon one of these days, for real. I don't know. He might like it too much, though. One
Thank you very
crit
much,
for Zhang.
Yumi. I love it when you
One
work
for... One botch. 2 botches.
2 for me.
Somebody's
wait,
going to have to...
Wait, did I get a crit
2 botches
and
for...
then 2 botches?
She said a crit for everybody on screen,
Oh.
and then 2 botches for Carpe.
Okay,
Including the GM.
That includes me, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm slightly less.
It should. Yeah, no, because it's 7. It's $7.
Okay.
Or seven unnatural dice on a 36.5.
All right.
Okay, perfect. So Ms. Johnson calls you to her office in her abandoned movie theater base. And she has a job for you. She says, "Good evening, gentlemen and lady. I'm happy to have you here with us today. I would like to make a bit of a business proposition if I possibly could. You can refer to me as Pearl. And we've heard tell that there's about to be a gala taking place on tomorrow eve down at the Orpheum, which would be a well-known banquet center down in the heart of Millennium Village, which is the Genesis Tech held area. And she says, we have a couple of objectives that we would like you to complete when we head down there. The first is, we've heard tell that Dr. Isaiah Menzio has created a machine that is... Research and development is being done on how to cure certain strains of the particularly orcish metahuman gene. So what they would view, those dirty bastards, as a blight on our society. We would like to see a little bit of mayhem caused for them. And also, we have another objective for you. The problem also, we have had a kidnapping among our ranks. And a young elf shaman named Erin has been taken by Genesis Tech. She's extremely smart. I'm not surprised that they laid eyes on her and tried to get her among their ranks. But we believe that she will be in attendance at this gala. We also believe that she is under the influence of a particularly powerful mage. We're not sure which one, but we do believe that he has a very intense masking spell, so it would be very difficult for you to discern who she is. And also, we believe that she's not entirely under her own will. So our 2 objectives for you today are to make a ruckus with the machine. The entire purpose of this gala is to fundraise for the purposes of research and continuing with this project, which of course we don't want to see. So we would like you to, shall we say, persuade the guests in attendance to take their business elsewhere. And also, if you can, find Erin and extract her. It's very important that we get her back. If you do this, we will pay you 5,000 nuyen apiece for the destruction of the machine. And we will pay you an additional 5,000 for the removal of Erin. However, if you can do it with no body count, I'll double it.
Mr. Johnable donated $365, and their command is, I have not been around for the whole thing, but everyone here in the nerd community has changed my life considerably in the past couple of months. So seriously, so glad I could met you all. Happy 365 day, and lay.
And lay.
And lay. I think it cut off.
I think it's the French le.
And lay.
Le something.
And lay. That's 1 crit for all players, 3 for Sarah because debut.
Oh god, we're gonna die.
Why would you do that?
God.
The 4...
I gotta figure out how to process these crits.
You have four crits for the GM now, is this? No, 3. 4.
4 total.
Your first 4 rolls. That's gonna get the fucking session off to a good start.
Yay.
Lay. Exactly, sewer rats.
Lay.
Exactly.
Thank you, guys.
And let the rolls
Alright.
be with you, was the thing. Okay.
So, what would you like to, if you have anything you'd like to say to Pearl, please.
No.
Nope.
Perfect.
I'm the weak silent type.
It is my experience.
Carpe muted.
It is the Carpe mute? Is he playing a mute?
No.
I am not playing a mute.
Are you playing a mute?
Okay, there you are.
That's the second mime we've had on screen today.
Was Erin abducted or was she extracted?
We believe she was abducted. She was always very outspoken and very much for the metahumans. I find it very difficult to believe that she would defect.
Alright,
Okay.
So,
Can I switch to astral presence and see what I see about
Certainly. About Pearl?
And that's what kind of roll is that?
To switch to astral presence, if you are just using astral sight, there is technically no roll for it. You would roll perception, then I guess to see what you see within the astral plane. But you can switch over at any given point.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over and look at her.
Okay.
Just to clarify, we've got an objective to destroy the machine. I like the R&D machine thingy.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay, we have objective to find Erin. But then didn't we also have one to disrupt the banquet and convince people to go elsewhere? Or is that part and parcel of the machine destruction?
I would say that you could probably kill two birds at one stone with that.
Fire.
no, orgasms.
Target number for your perception roll is going to be
Crit.
a 4.
Oh yeah, I crit.
Yeah. Oh, automatic crit. You see that she also is indeed magical. You suspect she's probably a hermetic mage. She doesn't seem to be shamanic in her ways. She's a little bit too proper for that. Yes.
What is a hermetic mage?
Hermetic mage is a type of mage that's more book learning type mage, I guess. Sorry,
Okay.
that was a little Judas here coming in there.
Wizard.
And then
Yep.
shamans feel the spirits.
All right. So, oh man, do I feel spirits? Let me tell you what.
I don't have any questions directly for Pearl, but I do want to know who people are, and what they look like.
That's a
and
good
stuff
idea.
Like that.
Well, let's say this, okay? Are you guys feeling that this is a job that you would like to accept?
Cause chaos, blow stuff up.
Yeah.
At the
like
price of
Presenter come in.
at the price
Yeah.
of the price of rescuing somebody. Yes, I'm in.
And we get to fuck with those filthy racists. Well, speciesists.
Perfect.
Sure.
Okay, so if everybody is in agreement that they would like to start this job, how about we say that you guys regale to a little bar known as the CD Bar to discuss how you plan to approach the mission, and then we can introduce ourselves there.
All right. So I will sit down and cross my legs, which I will not do in real life. Because A, you cannot see my legs right now, and B,
Fuck that.
I'm not
And
doing
be
that.
balls.
Yep. Big flesh-colored, attractive balls, mostly filled with air. I will sit down and I will place a blank card on the table, and I will slide it over to the boys.
I will look at the card.
It's like a business card, right? But there's no text, nothing. It's just a blank piece of cardboard.
I'll gesture for the bartender and say, usual.
One of the girls walks over and drops a gin and tonic in front of you.
Damn, I was hoping for prune juice or something
Well,
really weird.
I showed you mine. How about you show me yours?
I don't keep business cards. My business is a little more delicate.
You take.
I
up
take
some-
up the card and look at it closely.
There's nothing on it. It's blank. She says, "You're the type who takes jobs from a Johnson in a back alley and blows things up."
Yes, and I will put the card in a pocket has, good paper.
What about the fat one? She points at Zhang.
I'm not fat. How dare you? Very dare you. Nothing but muscle here. Abraham's the name, and I'm just here to fuck over Gentech. Any excuse to fuck them over, I'm down. Simple as. I'm good with gadgets and the pistol that I have strapped to my side. Assuming carrying guns is like okay in
pretty
this
much.
kind of yeah. So yeah, I'm a techie and good with the pistol.
Siebes, by the way, is very short. The head only just a little bit peeks over the table. But he's not a dwarf. He is just incredibly slender and incredibly short.
Like, well, I'm Angelo,
Yes, like that.
Italy, and I always like to go to a party and socialize. So this is fun,
Like,
Socializing can be good.
Kit's gonna
especially
look
with
over.
fiery explosions.
Kit's gonna look over at Victor's character, right, and be and ask whether or not she's the type to crash parties or into parties.
Well, while I'm a dude,
Oh,
It's easy to get an elf confused, though. In fairness,
one day I woke up and there were these boobs, and now I just don't know who anybody is anymore. Like, I can't even
That's
see
a
my
fair point.
knees. Like, it's really disorienting. I don't know. How do
Speaking
you live
of,
like
if you
this,
need a
Sarah?
job, if you need a job after this is over, let me know.
Ooh.
She says, so, how much data did Johnson give us on the machine, by the way, out of character?
For
it
the
was gonna
machine
be
itself, $5,000.
$5,000.
Now, how much
5
information?
million.
How much
Oh,
info? What do we know about the machine?
what you know about the machine is from Pearl. You know that it's probably rather large. Like it's maybe half the size of a vehicle. They said it was going to be moved there day of, which is tomorrow. There might be a little bit of security going on around it. Obviously, it's a very valuable piece of machinery. At just this point, also, a short woman will walk into the bar that you're in and walk by your table and drop an envelope on the table. And she will say, Pearl said you needed this, and she'll turn around and walk out.
Is it anthrax?
I will check.
Roll perception.
How do I do this? How do I?
Crit.
I crit.
Well, you
I
can
crit.
auto
What is
crit
it?
on your perception.
What?
It's not anthrax.
It's not anthrax. What is it? Is that all I get for a
It's
nat
actually-
20? Really?
Well,
it's an envelope
when you
that
say
doesn't
nat
contain
20 in
anthrax.
Shadowrun, that means nothing. But anyway, it's a fancy envelope with a beautiful script on the front. And if you open, are you going to open it up?
Yes.
As long
All
as I
right,
don't think it
there's-
contains anthrax, yeah, we'll open it.
Sure. It's a single invitation to the gala in question.
I'm quite sure this won't work on me very well since, pointy.
A little bit.
I can mask myself, but... And I will hand it to the pimp who looks like most respectable in the group.
he does. Does he actually look like a pimp?
He has a cane.
Yeah, I can't hear you, Cuppy.
Oh, Carpy, you read it again.
It's I do have a cane. It's actually slightly curved.
All right.
It has a
Okay.
nice wolf head as the handle.
His cane's gently curved, guys.
It
You
looks
heard
like a mover, so to speak. So I'll hand it to him because he seems to be able to process it best.
A man with a cane typically knows what he's doing.
I know, right? Only thing better
These
would be
guys
if you had
are
a hat or
very.
something.
These guys are very anti-metahumans, though, right?
Yes.
How does a
Highly.
dwarf go about disguising his dwarvenness?
Dwarvenness!
Quite easily.
Pants, man.
Pants, yeah, pants.
Well, you also, all four of you, can take a look in your character sheets, and you have available to you contacts. And they may be of use to you in pulling off this job.
Oh.
How many
have a
people
guess.
is the invitation for?
Just one.
I think I could probably get myself in.
I'm guessing the invitation wouldn't work for metahumans, right?
No, likely not. However, why don't, let's see. One of you could roll.
Am I the only human in the group?
Nope, I'm also
Nope.
a human.
Oh,
I'm
you
just
just
short
look
enough
like a dwarf.
to be a dwarf.
Okay.
No, I don't look like a dwarf. I look like a
Oh, okay.
slender human, not a stocky short human.
So, you were offering me a job?
Yeah. Anybody with your assets?
And she'll she'll kind of like she'll stroke her beard for a second in thought.
Wait, you actually have like the fem beard going on?
And
Please tell me, dude.
and she says,
You sure you're not part dwarf?
She says, well, I could think of a reason we might want to be there. The two of us.
Oh? Why would that be?
Like, I'm gonna look at him and be like, sex?
At the gala?
For somebody.
Well, that might work. That might actually work.
Can I just jack in whenever, or do I need to find like a place to jack in?
You have a deck, so you are able to access the grid from where you're at. Yes.
You
Was
can
jack in?
You can jack in
in.
anywhere.
You can jack in at any
just
point.
just not on camera. Just not.
Okay.
Oh no,
love
you
of
can
God.
do it on camera.
It was all this talk
Different
of sex at the party, just got me.
Got it really going. Yeah, no, you gotta ask. You gotta ask. Can I just
What do
jack
you
in?
I
wanna
just had
look
to
up?
clarify. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to look up a list of the people that go into the party, and if there is any way we could cross-reference this with perhaps somebody's illicit client list that I might not know anything about, then that would be great.
Okay. Go right ahead. You're going to be rolling computer skill for this.
Crit.
For those of you who know Shadowrun, I'm using a modified version of the Matrix for this because everybody is new to this game. So we're going to be using basic computer skill in place of actual Matrix, like try to jack in and go about the Matrix itself. So you'll be rolling computer skill, which means you would
I crit.
find... Oh, crit, yay! This is great. If we keep getting all these donations, nobody's going to have to roll anything, which is going to be awesome.
No, it makes GMing a lot easier, doesn't it? Like,
it really did.
Yeah.
It does, yeah. So you crit, you're able to find out everything. So you're looking up the people who are going to be at the party. Okay, you do know that Dr. Isaiah Menzio, who is the creator and the lead researcher on the machine, will be there in attendance. You also know that Mr. Renaud Gautier is going to be there, and he is actually the CEO of Genesis Tech, with his wife, Mrs. Gautier. And those are probably the biggest names that you would recognize that are going to be at the party.
Okay, so did Carpe say he has like he is basically a pimp, right?
I did not say that.
Yeah, he hasn't said that at
It's
all.
been implied that at the very least
Okay.
that's going to be their cover story.
Okay, so I will share the fact that I have a list of all the people that are going. Perhaps this could be of use to find a way in if anyone recognizes any of these names.
How long?
Perhaps.
I'll take a look.
How long does mask last? The spell.
It lasts until essentially it's interrupted by either you are hit by another spell, taking some kind of stun or ballistic damage or impact damage of any kind. You can roll to sustain it, but it would be tougher. Actually, mask does typically work quite well as long as you're not interrupted. It also will affect your rolls on like if you were to roll another spell while you have it sustained, then you take a penalty to your target number for that.
Yeah, well. So technically I can use mask to, if I find another one of the members that join, and just read his aura and take his invitation.
Yeah, you could do that. Absolutely, you could try to do that.
And I say that to the table at large.
Okay, so that gets 3 of us in, theoretically.
How are you
Can-
planning on getting Kit in again?
I'm gonna be a prostitute.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You can try that for sure.
You say that like there's a chance I might fail.
Can I keep it?
I learned to say try from you, so.
He's got like 8 crits lined up, so he's not going to fail
That's
ahead.
really-
I know, right?
I might have a way to get you in if you don't have any thoughts on your own, but I'd really rather not.
Can I cast the mask
Do
on
you
2
do
persons?
that? Or
Whoever
You
does
can
not
have
have a way to get in.
me?
Yep.
What kind of freaky person is Zangmak?
A dwarf.
Again, okay, a dwarf, yeah.
So if we find like a pair of humans, like a lady and a gentleman, then I can be the gentleman and he can be the lady, and I can mask us.
Can you mask more than one person?
Yes, he can. It just ups his target number more. But I mean, crit, so whatever.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
We'll do that? Okay.
Alright, yeah.
So, alrighty. Would you like to sit and discuss for a while longer, or go and scope out the location?
Well,
or
we have a plan for entry.
maybe
We have a plan for entry. We need to know where we're going, and we're also going to need to know what it is we plan on doing when we get in. How, like, I myself am very attached to the idea of taking a vehicle and putting it with as much force as we can in a place where a vehicle should never be put.
I like that plan.
I would rather not do that with either of my vehicles.
We're getting a bonus for no casualties, though, so, you know.
We don't have to
Wait,
drive
when
into
did
people.
we get? When did she say we got a bonus for no
Double.
casualties?
Double for no
listen.
casualties.
Yeah, I
Oh.
said I pay double for no body count.
Double for no casualties.
Details, man. Come on.
Okay, they haven't moved the machine yet, right?
To your
The-
knowledge,
yeah.
no.
Do any of us have any illusory powers, illusions of any kind?
I don't believe I do.
I
At all.
didn't see any on my list, although now that I've asked that, I probably do have them. I have clout, invisibility, overstimulation, mana missile, and treat. No.
I do have have entertainment, which is like an area of effect spell and requires voluntary subjects. It creates obvious but entertaining illusions for those who wish to watch, but that doesn't help very much.
Well, we need to cause chaos, and we need to make certain the machine never really sees the light of day, right?
Right. So we need explosives.
There was also like a talk of an unveiling of the research. Is that right? And like, so I'm assuming like a presentation type thing to.
On the invitation, yes, you can see that that is going to be a little bit of a speech and a discussion that will take place after dinner. Dinner starts at 7, and then after dinner at about 8 o'clock. Yes.
And that the idea is they're going to unveil this machine and reveal their research.
Yeah, and ask for donations to continue the research.
So how about we just sabotage the flying shit out of that machine?
That sounds like a good plan.
No
we want to
casualties,
get people
drive
to
distance
not
away.
invest, right?
Yeah, that's the goal. Is we want
Why don't
them
we
anonymous.
sabotage the food that everyone's going to be eating at the dinner?
How about we
prior
sabotage
to
the
the
machine
presentation?
and the food?
Oh, we could do both.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking I might be able to like do some kind of techno bomb type thing to whatever they're using to present the thing anyway, just in case, which would smear whatever they're doing. But if we can give them the shits prior to the presentation happening by
Yep.
doing something to the food, I'm pretty sure they're going to book it out of there.
We could turn Sarah's
I
first
think
game
I
into
know
a
a
cook
guy.
dungeon. We could
I
totally
think I
turn
know a
Sarah-
guy who could
you?
supply us with something that might do something similar.
All right. So I may or may not have access to any IDs we need to actually pawn ourselves off as people at the party.
I may have a guy that can deal with the food, possibly.
Can anybody
Wow,
tinker with
more-
this machine? Well, you said you were good with machines.
I
right?
could jack in to. I would assume that applies to machines, not just the Matrix, right? Or is that not the same thing?
Not exactly the same thing.
Like-
I forget if I gave you electronic skill or any kind of mechanical. Hold on.
Basically, is it like the difference between software and hardware kind of thing is treated separately? I guess.
You have electronics. You could probably fiddle with the machine. Yes. you can make a check to fiddle with the machine. I mean, technically, anybody, even untrained, you could.
Well, really, ideally,
So-
what we're really looking for is for them to go ahead with their big reveal and have everybody being in a bad mood because we've got the shits anyways. On top of that, we have the machine malfunction.
Yeah, actually, what I think should happen is, like, we shouldn't make it explode necessarily. We should just ruin what it's supposed to do so that it just does nothing.
But if
A
they're going
very
to show it,
expensive paperweight.
they will probably have to put orc in it. So
How would one contact a contact?
You would say, I would like to contact a contact.
would you like to contact the contact?
And then you'll call them. Yeah. Who do you want to talk to?
I would like to contact a contact, Hex.
Hex Armani. What does Hex Armani do for the benefit of the audience?
He runs a distribution company that provides liquor for restaurants, so I would assume that would also extend possibly to posh venues and things like that. Or at least his other influences may be able to do something in that regard. Do you want me to read the whole thing?
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Yep. So you call him up. Hey, Abraham! How's it going? I haven't heard from you from a while.
I'm after a bit of a favor, actually.
Really?
There's a job that I'm working on where I need to spike the food and or drink for a very posh banquet that Gentech are running. You in?
What's in it for me?
Other than fucking over Gentech? Come on.
Yep, we lost Sarah, or I lost everybody. Am I still connected?
I can hear
Back
you.
again.
Alright, we're back. Alright, so rewind. Other than fucking over Gentech?
Other than fucking over. Well, that's going to reduce the price a little bit, but if I'm going to be throwing my weight around, I got to get some compensation.
How about I owe you one? Anything. You know what I can do.
That stuff.
How about this? Where's the banquet at?
The Orpheum?
Orpheum.
Orpheum. I'm not on that job. But I'm you're gonna need to get me in, for one thing.
Okay, hang on.
And I tell you what, I'll cut you a discount. 1,000 million.
Okay. I will relay some information to the rest of the group. Hold on a second. So I've got a guy that can do what we need to do with the food and the drink for 1,000 yen, is it? Is that the currency?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. He wants 1,000 yen, and we need to be able to get him in to be able to do it. But he's a good man for the job. We can literally write that part of it off and not have to worry about it.
That's good. He only get half if he hurts someone. Well, kills.
I mean, we're getting 5,000 each per thing on this mission, right? So potentially, if we do kill someone, the minimum we're going to get if we do everything else is 10 grand. However, if we do everything right and don't kill anyone, we get 20 grand.
I just want to give an incentive.
He's already given me a discount. This is a good deal.
Oh,
How
well.
difficult is it going to be to get him in? Is it just going to be a matter of ID? Are we going to have to put him under the knife? Like what?
He's an orc.
That's inconvenient.
Might stand out slightly.
Masking
Unless,
3 people at once might be
What's Victor's name?
Angela.
Okay, so unless Angelo and I go in as under the guise of catering staff with him,
I don't think they would
can
actually.
you mask more than one person?
I don't.
You can.
Maybe.
Yes,
Yes, I can, but it's like 3 persons much.
You have
I-
crits lined up.
Would be tough.
Fine.
I might be able to talk someone into letting you guys in the back.
Okay, so
Somehow
yay
I'm
or
not
nay with
surprised
this
that the
guy.
pimp is good at talking people into letting someone in the back.
He's good with his tongue, right? Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, guys. I don't pay part of his $1,000 fee or whatever fee he has, but you can offer him a week's worth of nights with any of my girls.
For
No charge.
For 215 new gen.
Can we conference call?
Sure.
So, Hex, here's everyone else. Everyone else, here's Hex.
Hi, Hex.
Ugh, I hear you got a job lined up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the deal is, the offering is maybe not 1,000 yen. However, the fine is it Seeps?
Yeah, Seeps.
Seeps has a certain hospitality arrangement which you may find interesting. And I'll
He got
go ahead and
hose?
explain.
In a manner of speaking, what do you like?
Oh, orcs, man. You got any orcs?
Yep. Female,
this is
too.
very interesting.
It's a very good Ront impression. Sarah.
Female, too. Good. That's a what?
It's a very good Ront impression.
You got hose.
You got hose.
I tell you what. Yep, for 1,000. Yep, we'll waive the 1,000 New Yen fee. And how are you getting me in again? Or did you have any other ideas?
Out of character. My gang contact, it's like a gang of girls who is
Yes.
usually shamans or mages.
Yes.
Would they have mask also?
Gang level? No, probably not. They
Oh, wow.
would be more along the lines of like flashy, kind of louder spells that they'd be throwing around just for show. Gangs typically go like they're not heavy hitters, but they're flashy hitters. So they're not so much on the subterfuge.
So
Oh, well.
if we need a distraction for our extrication, they might be useful.
That's true.
But
That's not-
they
it's
might
not
not
too
be
dangerous
controlled
for them.
enough to not kill anybody.
Oh, I might know a guy that can get us out in a pinch as well.
Anyway, so how you getting me in?
I might know somebody on the inside. And she might be eager to
Willing?
do things for me. With
Really? Do tell.
with a little bit of an awkward asking price. So
Awkward
I'm
how?
gonna call Kelly.
Oh
Bring
yeah,
her in for
Kelly.
the conference.
All right. So you call Kelly. Hey, sugar. How's it going? I haven't heard from you in a while.
Hey, hon.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic.
Good. That's good to hear.
Are you going to the ball?
The ball. Would you be speaking of the gala at the Orpheum tomorrow night?
I would be and am.
Are you inviting me? You want to be my plus one?
Unfortunately, someone has already asked me, as I do not have my own ticket.
Well, that's very unfortunate, sugar.
I know.
I'm gonna need you
However-
to be a little bit more explicit if you want me to do anything for you, babe.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to do anything against the terms of service. However, there's a few people that might like to go along with me and might be interested in some of those things that you've been suggesting to me.
Really?
Oh, yes. And I imagine that if you could find a misplaced couple of invitations, or might be able to let us know who has the keys to the back door, I might be able to find the keys to another back door, if you know what I mean.
Oh, baby, you got my keys already.
Yeah, I know, you gave them to me 3 times. You must be making copies.
Oh, stop it, you. I might be able to get my hands on an invitation or two. Let me just do some digging. I'll call you back.
Fantastic. I look forward to it, dear.
So she hangs up on you.
Oh, thank fucking God.
Is this an X or something?
Out
No.
of character, Kelly is my favorite NPC that I ever made up ever. Just so y'all know.
No.
I'm seeing Kelly's raking in some beats right now.
Yeah.
She is raking in beats. You know what? I'm gonna give Carpe a beat for terms of service, and he has 2 botches anyway, so 1 beat for him.
All right.
We'll keep that on the table.
Yeah,
Perfect.
no, not an X. She wishes that that I didn't run the business that I run, and that I was ready to let's see, how did she put it? Settle down and have some kids. I think is what she said. I'm not.
Good dodge. Good dodge.
Yeah. I figure the back door is probably the safest one on that slitch.
It's always a safe bet. No risk of the kiddies.
So you want an extra invitation from her, or are you looking for a way to get somebody in through the back door? So to
Oh
speak?
no, he's got botches lined up.
Yeah, but I'm going with Squeegee, who has a bunch of crits. We accidentally planned this perfectly.
We did. We very much did.
So we're looking from Kelly.
I think we were going for like backdoor access, ideally.
Okay.
Because it'll be a little less noticeable for an orc to walk in the back door than for an orc to walk up with an invitation.
So with the folks being a backdoor actress, we can all agree I wore the right costume then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Although, if we can get one extra invitation, we could have, any metahuman walk up to the door pretty much at any time and cause a commotion. Because they're not big on the whole meta-humanity thing, which is why we're trying to fuck with them in the first place.
Okay.
This is true.
So Kelly will call you back. I got it, hun.
Oh, great.
I got one staff.
Perfect.
Pardon me. I got one staff entrance, and one extra invitation just for you.
Oh, that's fantastic. I've got a staff for you too.
You want one, it's one night. You want both, it's 2.
I'm sure I can handle that.
All right, sugar, they're all yours. I'll have them dropped off at your place.
What don't we know about Kelly? Why is this so painful for him?
Have y'all seen the movie Monsters Inc?
Yeah. Oh, is it like the
You know
secretary?
Roz, the secretary?
She's.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
3
pretty
times
much.
already?
All right.
Horrible.
So, you all owe me a little bit. And one of you can pay me back by joining me next week. It'll be fun. Whole week on the house after that, though. Your choice.
Hell,
Can I cast mask on other people too?
Yes.
Put that in, so I could cast mask on Kelly beforehand.
Yeah.
So Kit will have been very quietly watching everybody going about their business, right? And like she'll give you like, when he says one of you is going to accompany me, right? She's how many back doors are you looking to fill?
Who's she looking? She's asking who?
I'm
I think
asking.
she's asking
I'm asking the pimp. Like, he wants company. Just, how many back doors are you looking for?
You willing?
We'll let you figure that one out.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty, so it sounds like we have the makings of a plan.
Okay, so we've got the staff for the orc for my contact to go in and deal with the food drink situation, right?
Yes.
We can basically cover that, tick that off. That will be people hopefully fucking off and not having to worry about the presentation. That will be that box ticked. But we still need to work out where the machine's coming from and coming to the place. So yeah, we've got that aspect done. How we're getting in though, we've got what? Each invitation's got a +1 on it, or is it just an invitation per person?
It's an invitation per person. So you have 2 invitations available, 1 staff entrance.
But the staff entrance is going to be used by the orc, so we only have 2 invitations.
But the back door could be used by the orc and his 2 catering assistants.
Like 2 meta-humans. And then we just reveal, oh, it was meta-humans who made the food. No wonder you all get sick.
That might be all right, though. They may view that as like the help, looking down on them kind of thing.
Well, you would know, for those of you who live in Chicago, you would feel that, yeah, metahumans usually are in that kind of subservient type of role. So you think that would work a little better, though you haven't been frequenting Gen-Tech galas or events ever.
Okay, so that's the dwarf and the elf able to get in with the orc potentially.
So shall we go and check out the location?
Well, we already know. I'm gonna need 2 IDs. I can just get those made from. I can have. What's his dick? His name is Shannon Bates. Shannon Bates, the dwarven ID forger.
Yeah, what are you looking to get from him?
Preferably identification that'll be valid and not tied to Shadowrunning to attend the party with.
Besides the invitation?
I'm assuming that if it's like a big corporation, like, and they're big and they know they have enemies, like, they're not just gonna be like letting, oh, you have an invitation, just waltz in. Like, I'm assuming there's some kind of security.
Sure. How about we... Sure, go ahead and come on.
Alright, so, I'd like to contact a contact.
Alright, you're gonna call Shannon Bates.
Alright.
The Dwarven ID forger. Oh god, all the voices.
So I give him a
Hey there, kid. I haven't heard from you in a while.
It's been a while since I shandied about. How you been?
I've been doing okay. How about you?
I'm a little busy nowadays, actually. I may have a job for you for a job for me.
Oh, a job for me. Perfect. What you need?
I have a very small, but definitely human friend of mine, and I, who need to be other people, for a little bit to attend a very secure and, posh banquet. As
All right.
ourselves.
Who would you like to be?
How about, Tiny and Big Tim?
Tiny and Big Ten. Really?
No.
I tell you what. Does it really matter?
No, it doesn't.
Then I'll come up with something for you.
As long as it's something, give me something a little tongue-in-cheek. Give me something so that afterwards they'll realize it was me.
When do you need it by?
I need it by tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Ooh, that's gonna cost you.
How?
Well, to the tune of about 1,000 new yen. Or maybe some other things.
I'll tell you what. I'll show up and personally pick up the IDs.
I'd be alright with that.
See you then, Shani.
See you, kid. He hangs up the phone.
Click.
Butt stuff.
I'm
I don't
12
think
and
we
that
can
was
avoid
awesome.
that at this point.
Alright, so you'll be able to get the forged IDs as well. Alright. So,
let me be a pimp?
I was going to say you let Carpe be a pimp. What were you expecting?
How can you say there's more prostitution in this game than you were expecting when Carpe's playing a pimp and I'm wearing boobs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you met us? Have you met any of us?
No. Well, then everybody was like, "This is going to be a more serious game, right?" No, fuck no.
No,
Not at
fuck
all.
that. Fuck that.
I said, do you intend this to be a more serious game?
No, that's not what you said. But anyway. All right. So let's see. We have a plan. Two of you are going to go in the front. Two of you are going to go in the back. Is that the plan?
With the help of Kelly.
Oh god!
And with that, okay, we will begin executing the plan after we
Wait, we
take a
still
top
don't
of the
know-
hour break. How does that sound?
Yeah, we still don't know how to track this vehicle that's bringing the machine in, right?
Well, we knew it was going to be delivered, right? In that information that the hackster got there, did we also get when and where?
Especially
Nope.
from where?
That is, well, you could try to find that information, but that stuff is going to be encrypted. Like they don't want just anybody being able to drag into the Matrix and find any of that.
Zymac, I have a question. How many crits you got left?
One, I believe.
That's so convenient.
I believe the word you were looking for was enough.
We also have to worry about the errand situation as well. Like that's part of the
right. We've only got we've spent an hour.
We've got a way in.
We've got we hoard ourselves out for a way in. It's time to beat a different dead horse, I think, and and whore ourselves out for the rest of our objectives as well.
But top of the hour.
But it is top of the hour. And holy